Anchoring under sail is the second in a series of videos to help recreational boaters learn about anchoring. Even if your sailboat has an engine, it is important you practice anchoring under sail. There is always the possibility that your engine will fail and you need to anchor in an emergency. To set the anchor, approach slowly and turn into the wind to decrease the speed of the boat. You want to get upwind of your preferred spot before lowering the anchor. As the boat slows, lower the anchor just below the water surface and watch the water flow on the chain. When there's no flow, the boat is about to move downwind, so slowly lower the anchor. Remember, the anchor is not dropped or thrown, it is lowered. The anchor should touch the bottom as you start moving downwind. Lowering too soon may pile chain on the anchor and it may foul. Successful anchoring requires organization. Give clear instructions to the crew, check the anchor tackle, have everything ready, and use hand signals. A flapping sail can make a lot of noise. Make it easier for the crew by clearing the foredeck and lower the jib or furlet. On our boat, we use a 20-pound Danforth with a 70-foot combination of chain and nylon line. The combined chain and line is the anchor rode. Danforth anchors stow easily and are suitable for most bottom types in this area. As a courtesy, stay well clear of other boats. Apart from respecting their privacy, you avoid tangling their anchor and you are clear if an anchor drags. The helm's role is very important as they must keep the boat turned into the wind so the boat does not sail. As you drift downwind, set the anchor by giving an occasional tug on the rode. On a larger boat, take a half turn around the bow cleat and hold for a few seconds, then release. This helps the anchor to dig in better. Note how the helm is moving the tiller to keep the boat into the wind. One final important point is to have an escape plan. If you have any doubts, leave the area and reassess. If it is not an emergency, take your time. There are tables that give the correct anchor weight, chain size, and line that would be required for your boat. For example, nylon is recommended, and some suggest 1 foot of chain for every foot of boat. We are unable to cover all that information here, so please consult other sources. When you think the anchor is set, make your anchor line fast to the bow cleat. Again, note how the helm is keeping the boat turned into the wind. Before lowering your sail, check 2 fixed shore objects to see if one lines up behind the other. These could be trees, boulders, logs, but they must be stationary. This is a transit. If they stay lined up, you're holding. If they do not, your anchor is dragging. If that happens, add more anchor line, set another anchor, put a weight on the rode, or try again. When your sail is lowered, secure it so the wind does not blow it into the water. A weighted line was used to measure depth. For short stays, 3 times the water depth is the absolute bare minimum length of line and chain needed to safely anchor, but many sources recommend that this be 5 times. For longer periods, this minimum length is 7 times the depth. This is the anchor scope. Having set your anchor, you may want to adjust the rode to give the correct scope. Finally, you have to consider where your boat may move if the wind changes while at anchor. This is the swing room. Here, if the wind came on shore, the boat might swing and get grounded if there was not enough water. Leaving anchor should be a simple procedure, but first discuss the plan with the crew and don't forget the hand signals. Having a bucket of water ready to wash down after the anchor is raised may be easier than trying to fill it while you're underway. After hoisting the sail, the helm must keep the boat facing into the wind as the anchor is retrieved. You want to follow the anchor line as it's pulled aboard. The crew can use hand signals to give direction. If you're not using a winch, the crew will find the job harder when they get to the chain. Give the crew time. Hauling the anchor can be hard work. If there's mud on the chain and anchor, you can wash it off by raising and lowering it as you bring it aboard. It is important that the crew indicates when the anchor breaks free, so the helm can start sailing away from the anchorage. If you cannot retrieve your anchor, it may be caught on the bottom or fouled. There are ways to avoid or deal with this. They are covered in the Finer Points video that is part of this series. Without the engine, there may be little forward motion, so you need to know how to get your boat underway quickly. When you do, sail slowly to give the crew time to finish their work. Let the helm know when everything is washed down and stowed. The location for this video was chosen for its sloping bottom with a sand and shingle mixture with no obstructions. The wind was cross-shore and there was a rising tide. For a copy of these notes, visit www.sailmahombay.ca. Good luck and safe anchoring.